With his world crashing down, Daniel did the one thing he thought he'd never do. He asked for help. Calling his estranged sister at 2 a.m., his voice cracked under the weight of tears as he confessed, "I don't know if I can go on." She didn't lecture or judge him. Instead, she said 5 words that anchored him, words he would carry with him for the rest of his life. "You are stronger than this." The following morning, Daniel woke up on her worn-out couch and made himself a silent vow. He would rebuild. The first step was small but monumental. He applied for a job as a janitor at the local community center. It wasn't glamorous, and it certainly wasn't what he'd dreamed of during his college days as a star athlete. But this single act of effort, this decision to take one step forward, marked the beginning of his transformation. Days turned into weeks, and while working late one night, scrubbing basketball courts under flickering gym lights, Daniel overheard something that would change his life forever. A children's coach was loudly lamenting the lack of help with his team of kids, most of whom came from troubled homes and had no real role models. Without thinking, Daniel approached the coach and offered to assist, recalling his own years on the court. The coach was hesitant but agreed. The first practice was chaos. The kids didn't listen. They mocked Daniel's old sneakers, and some even walked out halfway through drills. But Daniel refused to give up. The echoes of his sister's words, "You are stronger than this," rang in his ears. Slowly, through late nights of strategizing and researching coaching techniques, he began to connect with the kids, not just as a coach, but as a mentor who understood pain and resilience. He shared stories of his own struggles, teaching them that greatness isn't about how you start the game, but how you finish it. Then came the championship season, an event that no one believed these kids could survive, let alone thrive in. With no funding for proper uniforms, Daniel spent what little he earned to stitch together mismatched jerseys. The team showed up to their first game, self-conscious and nervous, but Daniel's fiery passion inspired them to play like champions. When they lost their first game by a landslide, Daniel didn't let them dwell on defeat. Instead, he taught them to use their failure as fuel. The team's transformation was unbelievable. Over the weeks, they began to win, sometimes by slim margins, but always with heart. With each game, they carried not just the weight of their own dreams, but the newfound belief that they could rise above their circumstances. By the time they made it to the regional finals, the narrative had shifted. These weren't just kids from troubled homes anymore. They were warriors, uniting both the community and Daniel in a shared vision of victory. As the final buzzer of the last game echoed through the gym, the team erupted in cheers. They had won. Tears streamed down Daniel's face as he held the trophy with his players, overwhelmed not by the victory itself, but by the journey that had led them there. For the first time in years, he felt more than alive. He felt whole. These kids had rebuilt what he'd thought was irreparably broken. Hope. But the real win wasn't on the scoreboard. It was in the lessons learned along the way. That resilience is built in moments of doubt, that growth is often disguised as failure, and that every person, no matter how shattered, has the power to rise again. Daniel's story became a beacon for his community, proving that when life knocks you down, it's not the fall that defines you, it's how you rise. So what's your bridge moment? What's the one thing holding you back from stepping into the life you deserve? Take it from Daniel. Your next move could be the one decision that reshapes your entire future. Take a step forward today, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire and ignite the fire within.